members, Miss Heidi here, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making Edna Lewis's recipe for potato casserole. So Edna Lewis is well known and admired for her Southern cooking and recipes, and she's sometimes known as the Grande Dame, the Grand Doyenne, or the godmother of Southern cooking. And she loved to use fresh and local ingredients for her recipes. She is also among some of the first women to use their real name, gender, and race in their own cookbooks. So let's learn a little bit more about Edna Lewis through her potato casserole recipe. Let's get started. So for today's recipe, we're going to need a couple ingredients. We're going to need 2 pounds of boiling potatoes, 5 tablespoons of butter, which we're going to melt, and half a cup of chicken broth. We're also going to need a couple kitchen utensils today. So we're going to be using a peeler to peel our potatoes. And we're also going to be using a knife to slice our potatoes. So please make sure that you have permission and supervision today for this recipe. And make sure you stay safe. So to get started, we're going to start by peeling our potatoes. So here is my little tray. And here is my peeler and my potato. So we're going to take our peeler and we're going to hold it in our hand like this. And close your hand around it. And then put your thumb on top. And we're going to be using this side of our peeler to peel our potato. So you're going to take a potato and you're just going to make nice slices across your potato like this. And the pressure of your thumb is going to help with peeling your potato better. So you're going to peel your potatoes and then we're going to move to the next step. So here is my peeled potato, and after you peel your potato, make sure that you rinse it off so it's nice and clean. And now we're going to slice our potatoes. So we're going to be using a knife for this part, so please make sure again that you have permission and supervision and you are being safe. So we're going to take our knife here with our permission, and I like to have a nice firm grip with the hand that I write with, and I like to put my finger on top just to give me more momentum when I slice. And then we're going to take the edge, the tip of our knife right here, and we're going to keep that down like it's glued to our tray. And we're going to take our hand, and you can make a claw like this to make sure your finger stays safe. And then once you move to the end, you can kind of move your hand a little bit, but please make sure you're safe as well, keeping those fingers nice and away from the knife. So we're going to grip it down, and we're going to slice. So you want to make sure that you get nice and small slices. Try to make them as small as you can. We're going to practice our knife cutting skills today. So this is what we want, little slices. So go ahead and cut the rest of your potatoes. So you want to cut your potato, slice it as small as you can, but making sure you're staying safe. And you definitely want them to be smaller than an inch. And it's okay if they're slightly different sizes, but try to get them as close in size as you can so that they all cook evenly. So now we're going to take our potato slices and add them all to a big bowl. So here's all my potato slices in my big bowl. So next we're going to add in our butter. So we're going to add 5 tablespoons of our melted butter. And I melted my butter in the microwave just for about 30 seconds until it was nice and melted. Pour that in our potatoes. Make sure I get all that butter in there. And we're also going to add in some salt and pepper. So we want 3/4 tablespoon of salt. Actually 3/4 teaspoon of salt, a little less. So there's 1/4 teaspoon, 2, and 3 teaspoons of salt. And next we're going to add in half a teaspoon of pepper. So I'm going to take my 1/4 teaspoon again here. I'm going to add 1/4 and 2/4 makes a half. Then we're going to mix this up. Try to get all of your potatoes with a little of that seasoning and that butter. Right. Looks pretty good. Nice and mixed up. So then we're going to move this to the side a little bit. And we're going to take a baking dish. So you want it to be about a 12 by 8 dish. You can have it a little smaller or a little bigger if that's all you have. And we're going to evenly spread our potato mixture into our pan. Here is my potato casserole spread evenly in my pan. And now we're going to add in our chicken broth. So a half a cup of chicken broth into our pan here. And then we're going to cover this lightly with some foil. Here is my foil covering my potato casserole. Just lightly. There we go. And now we're going to bake this at 425 degrees for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to uncover. So you're going to take your foil off of your potato casserole, and then you're going to bake it for another 30 minutes until most of the stock is absorbed and it's well browned on top. So please make sure you have permission and supervision again to uncover your foil from your potato casserole and bake for another 30 to 35 minutes. Here is my potato casserole, nice and well browned, and my chicken stock is absorbed. And as Edna Lewis says, potatoes aren't a backbone starch in the South, but they're one vegetable that's good in all seasons. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and learning a little bit more about Edna Lewis, and thanks for watching. Bye!